Yo.
Yo. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? Yeah, it's on. It's on. All right, check it out, everybody. Welcome to the round table. But it's my co-host El Toro from Pocket Cows. Yeah, that was my other left. Yeah. But yeah, we ready to get started?
Let's do it. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
What's up, everybody? We got a full stack round table.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destination DeFi. And I am Darren. No applause? All right. Oh, and that's Toro.
Hey, Toro.
Shout out to El Toro, man. And this is the round table, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got people from everywhere here. I'm very excited to do this. I do this every now and again. Scott's been on one of these before.
Yep.
Hey, AP, what's going on? You guys are late. Jason, hey. Where were you guys? Hey, man, we had a pregame show, man. You guys
missed it, man.
All the alcohol's gone.
Thomas had us working.
They brought their own.
Yeah, all the Hennessy's gone, man.
We brought our own.
Hey, well, yo, I'm very happy to have you guys here. I brought in some cool projects, man. Everybody that that's caught my eye over the last couple months. Hulk, Dogs of Crypto. Shout out to Hawkins Labs for sponsoring this. That's David down there. Autobot, Hawkins Labs, and Blocked. Man, Eric, I ain't seen you in a minute.
What's going on?
Nice shirt, man. Can I get a hoodie?
Thank you. They're not out yet, but yeah, I'll send you one.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
And, DECANECT, BALTO, Heroes. These are all projects that I pop in telegrams every now and again. Just to let them know that I'm there. So. That's just what it is. But and this is El Toro, the other left again. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
What's going on, guys? I'm Toro, the founder of POCKETCOWS. I recognize some of you guys, obviously. Some of you guys are, part of my community. I'm part of yours. And definitely to everybody else, I hope that this is the beginning of a new profound relationship with you guys. And definitely we can cross-pollinate and learn more about each other today. Definitely.
Absolutely. Give yourselves a hand, gentlemen. All right. And so we're going to start with Scott. Who are you and what do you... Hold on. Here we go. Who's your daddy and what does he do?
It's not Davey.
My name's Scott. I'm the CEO of Heroes Token. I'm known online as Ace Overkill, and my closest friends call me White Chocolate.
Yeah. We not that close as I thought, Scott.
But yeah, I've been in the space for quite a while. We've been going launched for a year and a half, going on 2 years. Been working on Heroes for about 2 years. We've donated to multiple worldwide charities. We've created a physical product and an app for networking, and we've got a bombshell we're gonna release tonight. So
yeah. Exclusive. Hold on. Exclusive. Okay. Now, AP, who's your daddy and what does he do? No.
I wish I could tell you. No. So I'm with DECANECT. So I'm going to be doing all the fun AI and machine learning shit for DECANECT.
Okay, that's cool. Hey, shout out to the homies over at DECANECT, man. I've been lurking in the marketing chat for quite some time. Those are my guys, man. Good set of guys, man. Deca Brett, man, he's the funniest dude in the world. Now, Narek, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? What do you do, Narek?
Brother, I just develop and I have a good time in the space.
Good, man.
So I have two projects. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know. We have one on the Binance Network.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that, look, it was there. It was there. Keep it still
It's
right
there.
Oh, there you go.
Perfect.
There you go.
And then one on the Polygon Network, but I only have my Avalanche box with me today.
Okay.
So Blocked is a blockchain social media platform. It is built on the Polygon blockchain, and it's amazing, man. It's an NFT where the utility is social media. There's a feed, there's token gated chat rooms, so you can have your own community in there.
Right.
The blockchain verifies that whoever joins the chat room meets the certain requirements. It's also really good for developers. One of the big things that we're going to do is release the developers corner, kind of like an Upwork or Fiverr, specifically for blockchain people that are within the space. They can pick up bounties. Bounties are like, companies like, hey, we want somebody to do this. This is the reward for doing it. And the developers can just make a little bit of side money picking up bounties.
Okay.
You can see the whole Web3 games library there. So you'll be able to just go through the list. I don't think there's even a list yet somewhere where all of the data is aggregated. You can search through and see like, hey, this is cool. This is a cool game. It's Web3. I can support it because I can see it now. A lot of these companies or these projects out there don't have a place to voice what they do. So this is kind of a blockchain hub. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you for inviting us.
I mean, you kind of cool. Sounds like he can come. He can come. He's cool. I had to get his approval first. But,
Appreciate it, Toro.
He said it was straight.
Thank you for the pocket cows too. I love mine.
Hey man, shout out to the community. Hey Pete, what's going on, Pete? I've been stalking you guys for a while.
How you doing, buddy?
Hold on. You can thank Philip for that.
Oh man, do you know what? He's doing an awesome job in our Telegram. Absolutely awesome job. So so my name's Pete. I'm from Dogs of Crypto. We are a 3-month-old project now. We actually had our 3-month birthday 4 days ago now. So our project is all about charity, really, to be honest with you. We've actually just launched our own line of dog treats as well. So we've just redone all of our websites, and now we've got an e-commerce platform on our website where you can buy all of our merchandise and dog treats. We've partnered with Great Ormond Street Hospital in London, which we've actually got a massive event with them next weekend. And also we've partnered with Jodie Marsh. Any of you guys familiar with Jodie Marsh at all?
Nah.
So she's a massive page 3 model in the UK. So she's quite well known. I think she's got over 1 million followers on Facebook. So we've actually partnered. She owns her own animal rescue in down south in I think it's just on the outskirts of Essex. So we've partnered with her to in the future we're going to be selling all of the merchandise and all that type of stuff. So yeah, it's exciting times for us. We're myself and the other guy Michael Mutts Nuts, both himself and I have been in crypto for probably 5 or 6 years now. We've gone through it's all everyone's gone through over the past few months, the amount of rugs and honeypots and stuff like that, and we thought, what, it's a hard time at the moment for everyone, so we want to create a project where it's a nice safe space where people can invest and not have to worry about being rug pulled overnight or liquidity pulled. So yeah, we've created Dogs of Crypto, and hopefully people can make a bit of money while we're giving back as well.
I like it, man. Just for that you get a duck hunt, bro. All right. Hey Jason, what's happening?
Hey man, thanks for having us. So I'm Jason. I'm from DECANECT as well. So what we're doing in DECANECT, right, I'll keep it really, really short. We built a custom web app that scans every single token launch on the Ethereum network. So it'll automatically scan every single launch, and it'll compile a risk score for each launch. So it'll tell you what's a honeypot, what's a rug, what's likely to be a honeypot, what's likely to be a rug. Basically, try and keep people safe, right? So using this tool, you'll be able to avoid 99% of honeypots. We use custom algorithms. We're going to integrate some machine learning and AI in the next couple of weeks. That's what AP is here for. So he joined the team maybe a week ago. So he's a data scientist by day. and DGen by night, right? So really glad to have him on board.
Hey, you know what, man? I got a sound effect for that. Matter of fact, hold on, just so everybody heard you. Run it back. What does he do now?
He's a data scientist by day, but a DGen by night.
Man, it sounds like I don't know, man.
Crowd goes wild.
It's like a crypto superhero. All right,
Exactly.
there you go. Like the Bruce Wayne, blockchain Bruce Wayne.
Exactly.
All right.
So the tool will be live probably by the end of the month. So in about 10 days, hopefully. Thomas should be here.
Thomas is here. Matter of fact, give it up for Thomas is here right now. Give it up for Thomas. Hey man, hey, the part it's over, bro. You missed it.
What happened?
I hope you brought the demo.
Yeah, it's over. It's over, Thomas. It's a wrap,
It's
man.
over. Okay. So I'll go back to sleep.
All right. Well, introduce yourself while you're here, Thomas.
Jason made me. No.
Got you. Understood.
You know I gotta mess with you, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. It really has, bro. We have.
But we're here to. We're actually been. I think everybody's been working right for the past few months, so that's what we've been doing too.
Right.
And since our first app, it was kind of maybe not so useful or interesting or exciting as this one would be. Since many people are not going to be interested in anything that doesn't make you money, right? So we created for the past 6 months. We've been working on it, and it's going to be released this month. So it's basically what is it? How is the best way to describe it, Jason?
I just did. You missed it.
Yeah, man, you late to the party, bro.
All the
Hennessy's gone. It's over.
Yeah. I guess the short way to put it is everybody that is aware of who we are or what Heroes is or what any of us here are, they like to trade meme coins, right? So that's what we have. We built it, for everybody or for all of our audience, right? That's what we made. Hopefully, using our utility, people will make money, and they will, if they're from your community, hopefully they'll take some of that profit and buy your token.
Okay, I can dig that. All right, there you go. And last but not least, David, what's going on, my guy? Give it up for Autobot and Hawkins Labs. Oh, and thanks to Hawkins Labs for sponsoring this roundtable. All right, David. All right, hold on. Lose yourself in the moment, David. It is your time to shine. Go.
You're a goof. No, I just want to thank everyone for being here. We're about community, so I'm happy that we have such a full roundtable. Hopefully, we can all find a way to support each other. I think that's pretty important. But my name's David. I'm with Hawkins Lab. I'm with I'm the head of sales and marketing for them. We've been together now for about 2 years, almost 2 years. And we're busy working on building out our ecosystem. And the first leg of that is sustainable revenue. And that's where Autobot comes in. And that's what we're busy promoting and working on right now. So yeah, man.
Okay. Hey, short and sweet. I like it. But let me get to some of these comments, man. We got a nice little audience here. The Bavarian. Okay, he says, let's fucking go 10 toes down in the flesh with Auto Baby. Hey, nice. Richard Hand says, hand pink waving, huh? All right, dude. I'm
using this with Chat GPT or Mid Journey. I have no idea what he's trying to do.
Yeah, it's something, man. Hey, I don't get it. I don't know.
No one commented on Pete. I mean, he actually put supermodel and dog treats in the same sentence and nothing.
That was kind of fly. That was Hold on. Hey, we haven't gotten down to the bottom of the comments. I'm sure it's coming, though. I'm sure it's coming.
But
hey, and everybody, do me a favor. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for all things Destination DeFi, because once you subscribe, you are part of the tribe. So shout out to the #1 moderator in YouTube history. Give it up for Trey. Michael said $DOC. Oh man, you brought the whole crew, huh? Okay, he brought models, dog treats, and the homies. I like it. Let's see. Felicia says, "Hi everyone." and says, "Hi, Darren and Toro. What's up, Felicia? How you doing?" And I would say that you guys definitely have a lot of support behind your projects, which I'm actually very glad to see. I think it's very awesome. I think community is everything. The rest of the project's not going anywhere. Let's see. Bavarian said, keeping it 10 toes down with Otto. Yo, Bavarian's gonna. I can already see Bavarian's gonna flood this whole chat. I already know he's gonna flood the whole comment section. I see it. Let's see. Otto to the moon, absolutely. And let's see. Faisal. Oh, Faisal says hi, Narek. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we got Shelly Sparkles in the building. Shelly Sparkles is the head of my my fan club. Okay. So if you guys, everybody want to send letters to the star, just read. You can get the address for Shelly. Okay. Tommy the Tooch. It sounds like a character from Goodfellas, but shout out to you. All right. Oh, okay. So I thought the Bavarian was gonna flood the comments. It's looking like Shelly. Yes, looks like Shelly's the culprit. All right, we're gonna get to more of these comments in just a little bit, guys. All right, here's my first question. I really want to know how you gentlemen feel about this. When developers get called out on Twitter Spaces, do you think that's good or bad for the space? I'll give you a minute to think about that, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're gonna start with you, David. What do you think about that?
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, we have to have accountability in the space, right?
Right.
I don't think Twitter is probably the appropriate channel to wield that power, but we don't really have any other source of. We don't have any other place to do it.
We can do it on Blocked.
Yes, sir. We'll get there.
We need to keep our shit out of the public eye because it's just hurting us in front of the non-crypto people. So we do need to air it out at the same time and hold people accountable. So it's a balance. I have to say it's a balance. I'd like to see less of it on Twitter and probably in a more professional spot. But
yeah,
that's what we got right now, man.
What do you think about that, Pete?
Yeah, I mean, accountability is a massive thing, isn't it? At the moment, there's that many people out there which are promising the world and not delivering it. Twitter, is it the best place for it? Probably not. No. I mean, it's hard to listen and reason with people as well, though, isn't it? When money comes into it, obviously, naturally, emotions come into it, and someone is inevitably always going to buy the top of a chart, and it's going to drop 60-70%, and then the devs are going to be the worst people in the world. So yeah,
that's true.
There's got to be a happy medium somewhere, though, hasn't there? Communication, I always think is key. As a dev, you need to be interactive with the community continually. I mean, 9 times out of 10, you tend to see that Telegram pages and Twitter accounts come under attack when the dev isn't active and communicating with the team, like the community, and letting them know what they're doing to try and recover the chart.
Okay. All right, Narek, what do you think about that?
I mean, I think it has a good and bad side to it. Like just to piggyback off of what everyone has said so far, it's for the accountability. You can't hide from the blockchain, and that is a real good thing about this space. But the way they go about doing things, you see it all the time. I'm not going to name drop anybody in here, but
no, you can do it. You can do it. No, it's a safe space.
There's people in there.
Let it out.
Let it out here. No, I'm not trying to call it out. There's people that do the calling out, right? And it's like this is all they do, right? So You're like, man, this person, all they do is go out and they call out devs or do this, do that, and it just got me thinking, like. When you mentioned, we could do it on Block or whatever, my first thought was like, how can we create something for this space for there to be like a rating system, right?
Mhm.
So like, let's say whoever developed Shiba, right? He can be like a developer that has an account, and people can vote to say, hey, this person sucks ass, this person is great, and it kind of clarifies things for a lot of people, and you see votes on it, right? Just because somebody gets called out doesn't mean that they actually did something bad or malicious intentionally. So I think that people should at least reach out to the developer for a one-on-one, you know, because there's a lot of things that you can clear up and prove, right? But like once it's really out there, your career can just go straight to shit. So
It can.
good
It
and
can.
bad, but there's definitely we should definitely have a place for it. Twitter's
Yeah.
not the place. Yeah.
Real quick, Shelly, if you to change your PFP, you have to go to your YouTube settings. I think
Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah.
I answered it. I said profile settings.
Oh, okay.
Who's kissing a walrus in the background? Sound like
Yeah, it does sound like some creatures. It does sound like a creature.
It sounds real kinky, but it sounds like it's not.
You can't hear him, can you? He's my bulldog. He's asleep next to him.
It does.
Yeah, let me move in, man.
What on earth? I didn't want to say anything. It's like, okay,
The walrus.
you
That was a good one.
Hey, you know what, Toro? Hey, you know what? And I got my joke drums back. Hold on, where they at? Here they go. Boom. Good job, Toro. That was a good one. All right, AP, what do you think about it?
So, as with everything, criticism is a necessary part of growth, right? But just like your own arse, right? Everyone has an opinion. It's important for developers to be able to filter through the nonsense of what's being thrown their way.
Right.
And take on valid criticism and try not let ego get in the way. A pretty short and simple answer, but I think Twitter is a great thing. I think Twitter is a great thing for everything. Being able to voice your opinion on whatever project it might be, I think it's great.
You can also just see like how the developer reacts, right? That's also a very critical part in the process.
That is true.
You're like, this is a problem,
true.
right? How do they handle this? And it kind of gives you foresight on how they can handle things in the future. So, you know, you get to see them grow up as well.
I have seen devs kind of just they get put in the pressure cooker and they crack. Like, they're like, I didn't do that. Well, no, it says here that you did do that.
I didn't do shit.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Jason, what are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, it's a good discussion. So I guess at DECANECT, right, we take a slightly different approach, right? Accountability is great, right? But we don't tend to, make too many promises. We just want to build great products, right? So judge us on our track record, judge us on the products that we ship, right?
Right.
Hold us accountable that way. If we're making great products, use them. If we're not, then tell us they're shit and we'll go and improve them, right? So we don't like to make promises or kind of say, oh, hey, this is going to launch on this date, and then we miss it and we get a load of FUD on Twitter. Development's hard, right? So we drop products when they're ready and we try to make the best ones possible, and we leave it at that. People either like them or they don't, and then we'll take that feedback and go make them better.
You know what? I could dig that, man. It's kind of like a comment box. I like it.
Yeah.
Like a feedback box. That's cool. I think some Telegram groups should probably. If Telegram had that, that'd be awesome. That function. Is there a bot for that? To give feedback to devs?
There's an opportunity for it.
We could build one, right?
We can build one.
Oh,
Give me a day.
Cool. All right. Thomas, what do you think about it?
I actually agree with I think that would be a great utility. This is a great show, actually. So now we got
man, I'm actually giving up. I'm giving up all the sauce, bro. Jeez, man. Jeez.
And I think Nerek, I believe that's how you say his name. He said it perfectly, I think. But at the same time, Jason also mentioned a few great points. We receive criticism as well, and I believe that's necessary for growth, right? So look, even if somebody's flooding somebody or a developer or a project on Twitter, I mean, they're just testing the community, right? So if the project is legit, if the dev is legit, that FUD is not going to be anything but positive, right? So I
Right.
think it's really necessary, to be honest, to improve and to grow. I'm actually for it, you know, because look, if everybody's silent, you're not even sure what you're doing wrong, right?
Yeah, that's
So-
true. That's true. That's very, very true. Hey Scott, what are your thoughts on this, man? Because we've seen it time and time again.
Yeah, well, you know, everything that was said here is absolutely awesome. But one thing we have to take into consideration is we, as developers, are really doing the same thing as the companies that are on the stock market, right? Our job is to develop and build a product, whatever that may be. It may be physical, maybe on the blockchain, maybe, you know, maybe just a meme coin, whatever. But our job is to put it out there, and it is the people's responsibility to look at it and find value in it. All right. The difference is on those companies that are on the stock market, you don't have direct access to the CEO of that company, right?
That's
so
true.
you could call them out on Twitter all day long. You think they're going to answer you? Oh, no. Right.
Nah, definitely
So
not.
the great thing about DeFi is that people have that freedom of speech to put that information out there if they feel like they've been wronged in any way, or maybe they're just have misinformation, right? It is our job as developers to be able to respond to that in a professional manner, and how we respond to that really dictates what kind of a project it really is. So, you know, I'm not opposed to it. I think that, you know, it's great, but don't harp on it. You know, don't put out 3,000 tweets a day on the same thing. You know, just get it out there, get a response. If, you know, they have a Telegram or a Discord, get into the Telegram and Discord and ask there. And if they don't respond to you in a timely fashion, you know, a day or two, then blow them up.
I mean, you know, I can dig that, man. I can dig that. That makes sense. You know, I've seen we've seen a couple people kind of get cooked on Twitter. Matter of fact, we did it the other day. But
yo, did somebody just get like roasted this past week?
we did a nice little barbecue, you know, but you know, I'm not proud of it. I wish it didn't have to come to that, but
I just be watching with binoculars. I don't know.
I just be at the distance. Derek is like, wow, I'm glad I'm not there. I understand, man. But you know what? Toro is gonna ask a question as well. But first things first, ladies and gentlemen, I just have to keep it honest with you. And you know, I like to be as transparent as possible, you know, because I'm broke. All right. So when you're broke, you gotta pay bills. All right. So in regular Destination DeFi fashion, take it away, Toro.
Man, stop skipping me on questions. We'll be right back after these commercials.
Hey, what up, Pocket Cows community? What's up, man? It's your boy Roy Woods here, OVO Sound with it. And I just wanted to say congratulations on making it a crazy year out there. I know it's crazy hard. I know it's not easy, but you guys sticking it through. So shouts out to you guys, all right? Headed to the moon, Pocket Cows go, you already know.
Your dream is on the horizon. You built it from the ground up. You live and breathe for your success. You made sacrifices, overcame the odds, and pushed forward every step of the way. Be prepared. Apparition. Network like the professional you are.
Back, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, hey. All right, Toro, ask away.
Yeah, so we're seeing that a lot of the tech space is starting to take up ramps and starting to accelerate even further now, especially with machine learning. What do you see is going to be the next triumphant push for blockchain technology? What do you think is going to be the execution to get us to that mass adoptive spot? Are we seeing it being revealed now, or do you still think that we're from like kind of a distance away from still getting onboarding by the masses? Is it still like a niche bubble, or are we finally breaking out from that shadow? So definitely, I'll start off with David with that.
Yeah, I mean, crypto is, it's cutting edge tech. It is, and it's being implemented in a bunch of different sectors and industry already. Not so much for decentralized finance, but for other applications. But I still think one of the biggest issues we have in crypto is just the communities, how they're so fragmented. There's no trust. Everything is it appears to be shady to everyone from the outside. And you have lots of tremendous projects building great tech, building great projects, but they're overshadowed by just shit. So we still have to wade through that. That comes back to the whole Twitter thing, and how we sort of vet out people that are acting not in the interest of the community. So, I mean, it's tough. AI, that will definitely play a huge role in the evolution of how crypto works, how we trade. But I think we have to get through the shady actors first and make it a more legitimate space. And we'll do that more with roundtables like this, and with connecting good communities together.
Okay, I can dig that. Good answer. Before we go on real quick, Toro, let me give a shout out to Philip. Very good Telegram moderator. I swear this guy has 55 hands. For the right price, he'll make your Telegram look nice. All right. Shout out to my boy Philip. Shout out to Nigeria. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and continue on, Toro. Go ahead. You can keep asking.
Yeah, Pete, if you can chime in a bit on that, where we're currently standing in the space, and this new innovation breakthrough with machine learning and whatnot, and how far do you see us from actually getting to that breaking point of mass adoption? If you could just chime in on the current status.
Yeah, of course, man, of course. Mass adoption. I think with mass adoption, there's going to have to come regulations. I think that's going to be that's going to play a massive part in it. I mean, obviously at the moment, there's no regulations or very little regulations across the world regarding cryptocurrency. So I don't think until it needs to be a safe place for everyone before it can be mass adopted. I think that's going to be the biggest sticking point, and it's how it can be regulated. Me personally, can it be regulated? I don't think it could be. Because if you've got a laptop, you can do anything, or a computer. You can create a token, you can create a contract, and I think it's going to be very hard to regulate the spaces. I think we'll definitely see more and more people adopting to it, though, 100%. Probably over the next 2 to 3 years. I mean, the more projects push out into real world products and accepting payments and easier payment platforms, PayPal is one. You can get crypto on there now, but I don't think you can actually pay or transfer money to different wallets on PayPal yet. I think it is a little bit of time off yet. I really do.
Yeah, it's interesting. PayPal does allow they have crypto as well, but it's interesting. Like, I think Robinhood finally has wallets, I believe, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But
Robinhood's very limited too. They only accept what, like 5
Robinhood
or 10
is
cryptos or
whack.
something.
Robinhood is trash, man. I'm so pissed at them, man.
It's
You know how
not
long
for crypto people.
You know how long
you
it
know?
took? I cashed out my Doge, and these fools took forever to transfer it to my bank account. I was like, "What are y'all doing over there? It didn't take you long to take my money from there,
Right?
Like, come on now, it's payday, baby. Daddy needs groceries." But hey,
He was cashing out too much money. That's why.
That's what it was. But that's what it was. Hey, I was waiting for Elon to mess up. I was like, I had my finger on the sell button. I was like, let's go. Narek, what do you think about it, man?
Honestly, I don't think adoption's that far away. The thing that I think is the real issue is that people are thinking that blockchain technology and cryptocurrency is the same thing. And it's not. So cryptocurrency uses blockchain technology for the ledgers, for the safety and the security, right?
Yeah.
But until people start to, and when I say people, I mean, first of all, the inner circles of DeFi. A lot of people still think it's the same thing, right? But with Block specifically, we created a social media platform using blockchain technology. It has nothing to do with finances, right?
Right.
So until we get to that point where the developers are starting to create products that are not financial based, that's when you'll start to see a more big boom, because more people want to understand the technology and do something with, with computers or healthcare, something where it doesn't have to just be, crypto is the financial sector of blockchain, right?
Right.
So that's one thing. And then another thing that I think is big is, so imagine you're explaining the blockchain, right? And you need to explain it to somebody that's like 60 years old, has never heard of it. So Apple really did this an amazing way. When they made the iPhone, right? If you tried to like describe what the iPhone is on paper and gave it to somebody in like, say 2008, they'd be like, what are you talking? What the hell is this, right? But when you opened the iPhone, it was so easy that a grandmother that's never had a cell phone could pick it up and just by the pictures be guided, because the user experience was so welcoming. Right now, Web3.
I think Palm Pilot was probably like the first thing to kind of get people a little bit more headed towards that direction.
Apple made it fun. I hate Apple, but I'm a Samsung guy.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
I didn't mean to start another war.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. We will not have that talk here, okay?
No blasphemy.
No blasphemy, okay?
But what I'm trying to say is, until crypto gets to or blockchain technology gets to the place where it's very easily understandable, everyone's trying to jump from Web 2 directly to Web 3, but there's no bridge. There is no way to get from here to here. A lot of these things that are Web 3 that we understand, it's because we've spent the time to understand and learn these things. But if you were just to throw it out there for somebody from Web 2 to come in immediately, they're not going to understand what's going on. It's a bad user experience. Why do I have to pay transactions for everything? So I think that more people need to concentrate a little bit more on Web 2.5, where it's a combination of both, to try to get more people on board of understanding. But those are the two biggest hurdles I think that we have in the space.
It sounds like you're bullish on non-fungible tokens.
Oh, absolutely, man. Bro, listen, NFTs, you can do anything. Gaming, anything, right?
Insurance, especially contracts.
Yep. Like, have you guys heard of Owl Protocol? So we're working with Owl Protocol now. What they do is they take an NFT or whatever the NFT is, and they add code to it that allows it to evolve. So just using a game as an example, you have your own character, your RPG, MMORPG, whatever it is, whatever game you're playing. And imagine you're getting these things in game. Now what it would do is the contract would take these achievements and evolve your NFT. So your NFT evolves with you as you evolve in the game. So that technology right there just means that it opens it up for NFTs to be able to evolve as well and to add really cool aspects to it. They don't have to stay the same, So yeah, there's a lot of cool things that are happening right now in the DeFi space.
Absolutely.
But people just need to get their heads out their asses and stop trying to 100x something. put some money into something that you think is, hey, this is going to be useful one day. Not, oh, I'm going to put $10 into something and then 3 weeks later, win Lambo. That's gambling. That's gambling. We all gamble, bro. We're degens. I know, but that's just not proper, I would guess.
Not practical.
Yeah, not practical, man.
It's probably, you know what? It's possible. It's not probable. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I guess who would be the next to answer? We got out of order here. Jason.
Yeah, so I'll keep it quick, right? So for mass adoption, I think it's the same as every other industry, right? You need to build useful products that are easy to use, like the Apple example, and people need to feel safe. That's it. Yeah. Now, I don't know if those two things will happen in a year or in 10 years, but I don't think we'll see mass adoption until we tick those two boxes, right? The product thing, that's on people like us, right? And we need to get up every day, build products that are not only useful, but easy to use, right? Because you're not going to get people, like, we all have friends, neighbors who've never heard of crypto. They're not going to come here into the space if it's difficult to figure stuff out, right? So the products need to be easy to use, useful, and they need to feel safe, whether that's a combination of government regulations or tools like we're building where we can auto-detect rogues and make sure that people don't invest in them in the first place so they never lose their money, right? So they're the two things that I think are needed before we see anybody coming here, right?
Okay, I can dig that. Thomas, what do you think?
I think tokenized assets are going to lead the next. That's my opinion. I really think that tokenized assets will force mass adoption, as you will need to be, working with blockchain, right, to purchase a home. To maybe, they provide a lot of convenient ways. So I agree with NFTs too, right? That's how you're most likely going to tokenize your assets. So, even like a diploma, high school diploma or a college degree, whatever. It's going to be securely stored on the blockchain, always there, no matter what happens, never will burn. I forgot what country just had a big fire and lost a bunch of documents, right?
Oh,
so that would
man.
never happen. So I really think that would be something that is one of the more useful things, right? Because even on Web 2, the way that we store things there, if Amazon AWS decided to shut down, it could get lost, it could get hacked, it could get, all of this other stuff. It's not going to get hacked unless you give out your seed phrase and you provide access to your documents online, right? So that's my opinion. I think that tokenized assets are already evolving, and what I've been reading is that a bunch of institutions are investing into crypto assets such as XTZ, which is in the token.
You didn't see the wallet that just dumped that was labeled BlackRock? that dumped a whole bunch of Pepe?
For the past few months, I haven't followed it. It was at the beginning of the year, but maybe if they dumped XTZ, I'm pretty sure they're gonna buy something else that has to do with tokenized assets. Maybe XTZ is not the one, but they are looking for something that has a lead in tokenized assets. So I would watch them and see what they're gonna buy now. I see what you're saying. I get it. Honestly, we got a while though. I think we have a. I think we have a. But I'll leave my opinion for last. Let's see. But that's it for me.
All it takes is one key product, something that's really appealing to the masses, and they'll figure out how to use this technology to obtain it. That's all it really takes, man. We've seen bits and splashes of this over the years, outside of the hype train, outside of the financial gains. But when we're talking about utilizing the chain for social media platforms or creating a bond or a contract or insurance or a video game or a movie, these are the things that will onboard the masses. I truly believe, people can relate more to the arts and entertainment versus being financial literate. You can't expect people that have never been financial literate in Web 2 to hop in the blockchain and all of a sudden now they're a financial guru.
Yeah. Understood. Hey, Scott, what is your opinion on this, man?
Wow. So this question is such a can of worms, right? We did a broadcast.
Is it though?
It is. And we did a broadcast 2 weeks ago where Mistress Money and myself argued for almost an hour on this topic, right? Going back and forth. But there's a lot of things that were commented here that are valid points. Regulation. Is it going to come? And, how's that going to look? Well, it's not going to be regulation on individual tokens because I'm not sure if it was Narek or David or who said it, but that's too broad of a spectrum to regulate, right? What's going to be regulated is going to be the major exchanges that are adopted by the government. All right. That's what's going to be regulated. And in order to be valid within that regulation, you have to be on those exchanges. So that's where the regulation is going to come in. As far as mass adoption, the argument that we had was with big corporations like Disney and JP Morgan and all these others entering into Web3, is that a good thing? So part of the question was innovation. There is so many awesome projects out there already that are developing amazing innovations in Web3, right? Her argument was, these big boys are going to come in with their big wallets and they're just going to take over and take credit. And I look at it as these guys are coming in to validate that Web3 is a possibility. And as a consumer, you see, a company like Disney that's investing into Web3, you're saying, hey, maybe I should take a look at that, where normally they may not have, right? So I find value in the mass adoption where we see these big corporations coming into the space. I'm not a big fan of them, coming in and taking credit for someone else's diligence that they've been building for 5 years, right? But I am a fan that, when you see the average consumer, the Web2 consumer, they see that now they're opening their eyes to Web3 and they're closing their eyes to the media, which has been all negative, right? Yeah. So, that's kind of, I guess that's kind of the best answer there is, or that I can come up with. And I can keep going. Like I said, we went on for over an hour on this back and forth, and there's so much more there to it. And I know, Narek, I think you were saying about making it easy from Web 2 to Web 3. We had discussed this way back, and that's the whole reason why we came up with Apparition. Apparition is a Web 2 product focused to Web 2 businesses and business professionals. So the whole idea there is get them in the door with a Web 2 product, and hopefully they look up who developed this, who created it, and that brings them to Heroes Token, which is a Web 3 project. So, it just kind of opens their eyes to what the potential is, and that is kind of our way of opening that door.
Okay.
Could I add a little something on top of that?
Sure.
When it comes to the adoption, Scott is completely right. You're not going to see older people, you're not going to see grandparents talking about crypto. They will be using it, but they won't know that they're using it because it's the institution that is going to adopt it, learn it, and they're going to keep the same interface. Why would they change the interface and try to confuse people? So in the back end, they will be using blockchain technology for their transactions, but in the front end, they don't have to change anything. Why? They don't have to tell you, they'll tell you, okay, everything is now faster. You can do it on the weekends. They'll tell you all the good positive points about it, but the consumer themselves is not going to have to learn to use a wallet. That would be dreadful. That would be damn near impossible, right? So
you're not lying. You're not lying, bro. You're not lying.
Listen,
just getting regular deep. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it just makes sense. Like only the institutions are going to have to adopt it, and you'll be using it. Your grandfather will be using it. Your grandmother will be using it without knowing that they're using it. That's going to be like what the transition looks like.
And it's gonna have to be a mindless transition. Yeah, I got you.
It's gonna have to be.
And there's already projects out there that are making it that user friendly. That all you need is an email address and you're on the blockchain. So, yeah.
Hey, AP, what's your opinion on this?
I think what everyone has said has been great. Like, there's been great points brought up.
Just to start going last. My condolences, AP.
No.
Hey, look, I apologize for that, AP. I'll give you a second to think about it. Go ahead.
No. I don't need a second to think about it. Straight away. People mentioned were risks and accessibility, right?
Right.
And in hearing that in so many of the people who were talking, and I saw a couple of comments pop up on YouTube, about it, about newbies getting wrecked, because how are you meant to get into this market when there's so many scams?
Yeah. Yeah.
DECANECT, that's what we're building our product around: accessibility and lowering your risk for investments. So that's just galvanized my drive to get this app up and running. It's already up and running with only human analysis, which is incredible. It's already removed so many rugs from new deployments. But as we continue to collect data, and as I can continue to run my machine learning on it, it's only going to get better and better at detecting these rugs and these scams, which is only going to make it more accessible for people. It's always going to be the Wild West to an extent, and I hope it always is. I do not want it to be regulated by any government.
I mean, think about it. The free market is the Wild West. You know what I'm saying?
And I hope it continues to be that way. But everything that everybody has said has only gotten me more excited for the launch that's happening next weekend. So,
all right, tell us about it, big dog. Tell us about it. Hold on, man. Let's give you some victory music. Let's go, AP. Talk to us.
So Jason mentioned it earlier. I'm just going to expand on it a little bit, but we're building out a utility to scan every launch on the Ethereum network and filter them out after deployment as soon as liquidity is added to them. And actually, we're monitoring the ones that haven't had liquidity added to them, and we're keeping them on file to make sure that we don't miss any good launches. And we're running our own security protocols on them, which have been drafted up over, I think Thomas mentioned it, in the last 6 months. And we are pretty successfully filtering out any scams out of the market. And what's left, as was mentioned, not everything is going to be a moonshot. You're not going to put in $10 and earn your Lambo, right? But it's going to be giving people a pretty continuous stream of, I'm not going to say 100% safe investments, because that's never, ever going to be the case. People are only going to become more sophisticated in how they write contracts, right?
Absolutely.
But it's going to filter out 95% of those scams. And it already is. So as we continue to get more sophisticated with the DECANECT DecaScan app, we're going to be able to filter these out more and more. And we're going to be able to find these hidden patterns in these new launches to get people to the moon. That's the idea.
I like it. I like it, man.
So when's DECANECTing the BSC, man? We need you over at the BSC.
Give us a little while.
We need you for our project badly. We really thrive on volume, and new launches is a great way to find that. But if all you're getting are rugs and scams, it's no good. So a better way to sort that out is incredible. So hurry up.
Is your thing is it open
It's
source?
going down the line. Once we have this thing bulletproof, it's going to be everywhere. So
hey, Narek, somebody has a question. Block sounds cool. So is it free to use?
Block. So it's an NFT, right? You mint the NFT and you log in using that. So there's no username or password. You use that as your identity. It costs $4 Matic to mint. So it's like $3.80. And then you have access to everything. In the future, it'll be a free mint. The only reason there's even a mint fee, one, and this is kind of like the innovative part about it, there's no blocked token. So we use the entire blockchain, but we don't have our own token. We just want to be completely out of the financial stuff, right? But saying that, we don't want bots to come in. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all these social media platforms have bots because account creation is free. Elon says the same thing, right? So if you have some kind of barrier before being able to enter the platform, even if it's like 5 cents, 10 cents, even if it's just a mint fee, like a gas fee, you're going to disrupt the way that bots work, right? So that is the whole point of having a paywall before entering, is so that bots don't get in. That's a big problem in the Web2 space. Bots.
Major.
Yep.
Let's see. Auto versus.
Thank you for the question.
Hey, no. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Thank you, Squiggleton. I hope your mother didn't really name you that. That would be a very, very difficult life. Okay? But God bless you, man. Bavarian says auto versus what the heck is that?
Strong?
I don't know.
Right? Muscle arm?
Is that an otter?
That's an otter.
Or a caterpillar?
I don't know. A seal?
It's like the new poop emoji or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Auto is a machine and otter is flesh. Oh, I get it. Okay, I see what he did. Okay. Robot versus flesh. Sheet 10 toes down. Bavarian, man, look. You do great in Instagram blog comment section. That'd be you thrive there, definitely. Deca Brett's here. All right. Shout out to Deca Brett. Bavarian, here goes a Bavarian again. Are you down with OTT? Well, you know me. Okay. And here goes Bavarian again. Man, he's a busy guy, man. Somebody take this man's fingers away.
I have a question for AP. So for David, he was just asking if you could release one for BSC, right? And for those who know that, BSC or Binance is just like a fork of Ethereum, right? So whenever you're deploying a contract for either on Binance, Ethereum, any EVM compatible, it's just essentially what you pay to deploy to determine the network it's on. So if I pay in BNB, it's going to launch on the Binance network. So my question to you is, since the code would be the same, couldn't you just add like an API to scan BSC side and not actually have to build a whole nother thing for BSC?
Kind of like how Worldwide does with links. Yeah.
Yep. So
yeah,
I think that'd be better for Thomas. But the idea, at least as far as I'm concerned, is I want to be able to build out a pretty bulletproof model to be able to detect these scams before we try and expand to anywhere else.
Yeah.
So
awesome. Yeah, of course.
Well,
Okay.
I want to jump in if you don't mind, guys.
If you want to demo with us, though, man, if you want to demo with us, we're happy to do a prototype. Just reach out.
Yeah, I'd like to jump in on that too. So we chose Ethereum because that's where most volume is, right? So it's and you're right. It's not even an API. It's just simply a copy paste of the whole thing, and just simply changing the chain number, right, from zero. From the Ethereum chain to BSC, and a few little minor changes. So it's really, we wanted to run on the first one. So we chose, some people choose Solana, some choose BSC. We just chose Ethereum, and then we're going to expand on it, right? The next one would be BSC, and then possibly, I'm not sure what the other one would be. Maybe Matic, actually.
Polygon, yeah. Polygon's your best bet. Polygon, Phantom, those are going places. Even Avalanche, too. Avalanche is big.
Yeah, Avalanche is big, but some of the services we're using, they discontinued their testnet, so it kind of makes it a little bit harder. I'm not sure why, but I've been seeing services discontinue their testnet.
For Avalanche.
And not only Avalanche, there was something else that was also getting discontinued. But Polygon is the only one that is actually being developed further and continue to improve.
Okay, the Bavarian said
Moonbeam as well. Moonbeam is EVM compatible, and that's your gateway to Substrate, Rust, the Polkadot ecosystem as well. Might as well onboard to the same guy that built Ethereum and see what he's doing over there with Polkadot.
Yeah, it makes sense. Bavarian says when an otter wakes up and thinks he's an otter, the otter didn't know he was really an otter. What is
that, Dr. Seuss?
I don't know who this is, man. I don't know who it is. Felicia says, I'm a grandma and I use crypto. I consider myself a little bit of a degen as well. Yo, hold on. That is so hot. That is super hot. And speaking of hot, Shelly, we're gonna run back to this real quick. What do you mean by this? I'm really curious. Let's see here.
Fill me up with knowledge. That's what.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad. Okay, I'm a little
Keep
slow.
Elders with some respect here, huh?
I'm a little slow here. Okay, sorry. Let's see. Jennifer said it's pretty much free. Yeah, I'm on Blocked, and Blocked is it's pretty much it's for the low. Deca Brett said it's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I want to see it. You talking about the app? I want to see it. I definitely want to see it. Michael, man, it's an invasion. Michael said TG. Which TG you need, Michael? Let me see. Oh, he needs an auto one. I mean, I don't know which one he's talking about. Michael, you gotta be specific, my G. These comments are coming in like crazy. Okay, you like the sound of that? Toro's co-hosting and advertising. Good job, man. Hey, I like it, bro. I like it. Way to market, man. Good stuff. Now here's what I want to do real quick. Scott brought me an exclusive, everybody. Shout out to Ace Overkill. Shout out to the whole Heroes Token family. So I'm gonna go ahead and show this real quick. You wanna tell us what we're gonna be looking at, Scott?
Yeah, so I've been slightly absent with developing and building and learning new things, and this is the game that we have long promised that I've already started development of. We have a little over 8 hours of gameplay the last time I checked, and quite a bit more to go, but sneak peek of what's to come. Nothing crazy, but I did it myself.
Okay. Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this preview is for you. All right.
You have been found guilty of crimes against the universe. The actions that have brought you before the Council of Galactic Reform are irrefutable. Pleading will make no difference. You are sentenced to life on the Lost. Prepare for teleport. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exit.
Wow, that looks great, man. That definitely reminds me of
Good job, Scott. Yeah, Scott, that's for you. I was wondering where you've been, Scott.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Hey, you know what, Toro? Yeah, I think I might need to introduce him to Jeremy. Who developed that, Scott?
What's that?
The game. Who? Dolo? Solo?
Yeah, I did all of it so far.
Scott, is there multiplayer on there? Because I think if you have multiplayer on there, that could be a game changer. Being a gamer myself, I'm just asking.
Right.
That would be.
Yeah, the whole idea there is we wanted to have kind of like an RPG type of game, and that was
Final Fantasy 3.
Right. So we wanted to have that to tell the story of the NFTs that we have coming up, and the cost to build that out was so expensive, so I just started learning how to do it myself. And
that's tight. Hey, they have like what's this thing? Free game. I forgot the name of the website. It was where you could get like free game art. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen it before?
No, but
okay.
Everything you saw there, I had to build out all those assets. So that's a pain in the ass. That's what takes so long.
Okay, gotcha.
That's awesome.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's
great, man.
We should list that on Blocked.
Yeah, you should. That'd be dope. That would be dope. Let me see. I got comments coming in. I forgot. I missed out comments. Hold on.
When you were developing that game, what made you want to put the heroes on the top right of the screen? Most of the games I've played have always been, on the left-hand side. What made you want to switch it up?
I don't know. I just
why is Lord messing with you right now, David?
I don't know. Why is he not on the?
Ooh, that's a good. Ooh, that's a good question. He said, "Wake him up." David's wide awake, man.
I'm here, man. I'm here for the.
Hold on, let me see. Oh, Heroes Queen is in the building. Hey, shout out to Heroes Queen. Anybody who knows who Heroes Queen is or who doesn't know, she's very, very talented. She actually just helped with the Pocket Cows merch shop. So, if you guys need to get to her, call me. I'm her manager. Okay, I'm her manager. All right, I'm Suge Knight taking 30%. Let's go. Let's see. She said Scott is super talented. Definitely. But I would kind of hope you would say that about your husband. You know what I'm saying? It makes a lot of sense. Hey, and just for all you haters out there, I want to let you know one thing. I'm rich! He said, ask David about our utility and wake him up from being. Wow. Hey, all right, David, it's your time to shine. Hold on. Lose yourself in the moment. You won't it.
I've never been paid $20 to speak before. This is incredible.
Palms sweaty, knees weak.
I'm a professional speaker now.
Mom spaghetti. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. So, our whole utility is auto-generated revenue through a system of MEV bots, kind of like Jared from Subway, but on the BSC network, and not something that's malicious and takes liquidity out of the ecosystem, but it leaves it in and grows communities. That's really what Otto's utility is. So we're here to grow crypto, not here to suck it dry. But
I can dig that. Oh, and let them know we just closed out the pre-sale.
We just closed out the private sale. We hit our 100 BNB goal, which is amazing. We're super psyched about that. So now we're busy ramping up marketing so we can have a tremendous launch in June. Pre-sale will open up sometime in June. We haven't given dates on that yet. But then we've got, you say you're poor, but I think you bought RMD, didn't you? Do you have any of that token?
I'm rubbing my hands together right now like Birdman.
You have some?
I feel real good right now. I'm in a nice place. I'm in a nice place in my life.
Yeah, man. So if anyone doesn't know, we released that, our token, RMD, our community token, is the reward token for Otto. So holders of Otto will receive reflections of RMD. And there's no marketing wallet, there's no dev wallet in RMD. So Otto's gonna have to buy it in the open market to distribute to Otto holders. So that news got out, and so that chart is pumping like crazy, as it should. Because it's going to see a lot of volume.
It is, man. I've seen the screenshots. Crypto Empress has been posting. Oh my lord!
Yeah, it's pretty awesome because we love. I'm a math guy. I'm an engineer. I love math. I love liquidity pools. I love deflation. So this token that we made, it started with 5 billion total supply. We're down to 60 million. During this last bear market, you know, our token price was near zero, so we were just pounding through volume. So we burned a shit ton during this bear market. So now it's starting to come out of the other side and it's going to explode. So I recommend everyone just, you know, take a peek at it because it's free money at this point.
I'm gonna say this: I've watched Hawkins Labs, RMD, you know, the Autobot team. I've watched these guys scale up for the last like year and some change, and it's I'm very impressed with what I've seen because, like, you know, it's not, you know, the wildly popular token of the week, you know, none of that. It's not the jam of the month, but they have slowly climbed, and
Sorry.
I don't know what that was.
No,
I watched them scale up little by little, and it's been a slow grind, but it's been working. It's been working.
Yeah,
So give
and this is our main pillar of our eco. And you know, we're not just a finance token. This is just how we generate revenue. We want to be an incubator for the community and really build out our ecosystem. So we're looking to innovate in other areas as well, but we have to get a strong foundation, which is why we're pushing auto right now.
Okay. Hey, Scott, Bavarian has a question. He said, which engine is being used for the game?
So it's RPGMV, and that's just for now. Just get my feet wet seems the easiest platform.
Okay. Cool. I know a lot of people use what? Unity?
Unity. Yep.
Okay.
I am creating assets in Blender as well.
Okay. Nice.
Photoshop, and you know.
I hope that answers your question, Bavarian. And Lord, he answered all the questions too. Bavarian said, Auto aims to change the whole meme AI space with its proprietary AI algorithms, which has been tested for over a year. Yes. And every time I was going in there, like I would see the market cap go up little by little, and it's a little small buys here and there. I'm like, oh, these guys are working. So
yeah,
shout out to you guys.
Pennies, man. Started out as pennies. Now we're about $15 a buy.
Yeah,
so it's growing.
Man. Shout out to you guys, man. Oh, and thank you for sponsoring the show. I appreciate it.
Of course.
You guys have always been on my side, man. I appreciate it, man. You guys have been very, very supportive of Destination DeFi. And you know, couldn't ask for a better crew. You know, I like you guys. You know, even Lord, Lord is cool too.
Can we get a sound effect for that?
Oh, we definitely can. You know, I think that deserves a Don. I think that deserves a Don DeMarco, wouldn't you say? All right. Don DeMarco. Let's lick a shot in the air one time for that. All right, there we go.
Much love. Thank you.
No problem, man. No problem. Now before we get up out of here, any shout outs? We're gonna start with you, David. Any shout outs?
I guess shout out to the Lord for listening but not participating. always love it when that happens. And apparently you have some people to get back to that you just, you know, completely ghosted. So get back into your DMs and see who you missed.
Gotcha.
But yeah, man, that's about it.
Okay, all right. Jason, any shout outs?
No, man, just you know, keep an eye out on the DECANECT Twitter for the upcoming launch. Probably this weekend, but we can't wait to share it with you guys.
Okay, all right. What about you, Pete?
Yeah, I want to say massive thank you to Philip, first of all, for bringing your attention to us. He's a great guy, and so I just want to do a big shout out to him. Yeah, thank you, Phil.
Well, you know what? Let me give a Don DeMarco to Philip. Don DeMarco. Narek, any shout outs?
Shout out to the Ego family. They've been holding strong for over a year, you know. And to the Block family. Anyone who's looking to innovate, anyone who's looking to create things in space, just fucking do it, yo. Like, we need that. You know, like, I learned Solidity, man, because I was tired of getting scammed from developers that know how to launch contracts. I learned it myself, and now I do all that shit. So, man, anything is possible in the space. And there's so much money out here. We can all eat. That's the real thing. We can all eat. You know, it doesn't have to be either me or you. So anyone who's looking to integrate things, to work together, just hit me up. So
okay. All right, Thomas, hit him.
And then my shout out goes to you.
Well,
because
hold on. Say that louder for the people in the back, please, real quick, one more time.
Oh, I'll do it with an explanation and a logical reason. So look, even for example, POCKETCOWS, right? When you find a project in Heroes, and when you find a project, you stay with it, right? So that's a shout out to you for your dedication and persistence.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not hard to do. A lot of projects suck. You know what I'm saying? So I stick with the good ones, man. Like I don't understand. Like, I'm gonna tell you something. I sit back and I watch, and Toro will tell you. Toro will call me and he's gonna hate me for this. Toro will call me and tell me, "Can you believe that this project run?" Like, yep, I can believe it. I'm not. He calls me shocked, and I just be like, "Why are you surprised?" Like, I'm not. I'm cool. I'm cool as a cucumber. I'm just chilling. He's like, yeah, man, but they just constantly. I said, it's a regular Wednesday in DeFi. It's nothing new. You know what I mean? I stick to the river. I don't chase green candles. I stick to the rivers and lakes I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? You are not going to ski me out of my bread, man. I worked hard for this shit. Y'all want to go over there and get screwed? Be my guest. I'm staying right here in the comfortable area. You know what I mean? Hey. I know a lot. All the projects that I'm in, I know the devs on a first name basis. I'm good. We're perfectly
just make
fine.
sure they don't launch on Wednesday.
Boom. There you go. Scott, shout out.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Megan, of course.
Hold on. Real quick. There you go.
Of course, everyone over at MNFT for the conference that they're hoping to have this September in New Orleans. And then, of course, all of you guys, man, your projects are great. DECANECT, HAWKINS Labs, Blocked, Dogs of Crypto. Pete, I don't know you real well, but, I think after tonight, we're all a little bit closer, and you guys all can refer to me as White Chocolate. So, all right, I left Toro out, the POCKETCOWS. Man, we got a joint hoodie together. I mean, we
do. Yes, we do. Matter of fact,
we have secret names for each other.
Yeah, we got merch together, dog. We got merch. Hold on. For all of you that have been living under a rock for the last couple weeks, POCKETCOWS and Heroes, we got merch together, baby. Shout out to Heroes Queen for hooking it up. You know what I mean? Give it up for her. All right. And that's not all. That's not all. You guys can go check on the website. Yeah. a lot of sauce, a lot of swag. You know what I mean? So, AP, shout outs.
Shout out to DECANECT for trying to make me laugh during this stream.
I did peep that though.
That was nice of him. Hey, shout out to everyone here. Great to get into a gathering like this and hear about all the cool stuff that's up and coming. And thanks for letting me talk. That was good.
Hey man, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Hey Toro, any shout outs?
Yeah, shout out.
Who cares? It doesn't matter. Show's over. No, I'm playing. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're on mute, bro.
Yeah, shout out to the community for staying down. We've been through a lot and we end up on top. We only got 4 more points on our roadmap, so I got to whip up another roadmap at this point, from video game to passive earning on the pasture to introducing new protocols to making history of being the first deflationary NFT in history on any chain. It's been crazy, definitely. And I really like that. I feel that we're holding the space up to a new standard. And, I'm always looking for other creators and builders to see what they got going on, because it motivates me and pushes me to be better. So I appreciate everybody that tuned in today and everybody that's on the panel today. Absolutely.
Hey, yeah. Shout out to the community. Shout out to my HAWKINS Labs family. And shout out to all you guys that decided to show up today, to my little corner of crypto. I appreciate it. I feel so special. I feel so special.
Thanks for having us.
Hey man, anytime, me StreamYard as Sue Casa.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. All right. But yo, hey, that's cool, Derek. I like that. You just gotta hold it steady. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta get you a real green screen, bro. As a matter of fact, I have one here. I have one here that I'm not using. If you want it, man, I'll mail it to you.
Do you know what this is though? Like, did you
I
ever
have no-
see what I did with this? Just if you could just go to my Twitter.
Mhm.
I was for Halloween last year. I was blockchain. So like, this thing has a hole in it. So I just put my hand in it,
Yeah.
and then like I wear this little box. You know,
Oh,
you can't really
Lord.
see it, but so like every hand I had a different blockchain, and then every foot I had a different blockchain, and I had an Ethereum helmet that I wore, and it was all connected by chains. So
How did you walk around? How did you walk around with all that?
like a robot. I was like fucking barely walking around, but it was fun. You know, I had a great time making it. So
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
I'll send you the video.
Yeah, I definitely need to see that. Definitely need to see that. But yo, I want to thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Destination DeFi. This has been an excellent roundtable, and we will be doing this again. You know, I want to thank Hawkins Labs for the sponsor. You know, give it up for those guys. You know, and as I always like to say, either be good or be good at being bad. Peace, love, and crypto. We out.